Namaste. I'm going to read volume 3, book 4, KotiRudra Samhita, chapter 32, the narrative of Sudeha and Sudharma in the Shiva Puran. Tatsat. Sutta said, O excellent sages, the next Jyotirlinga to be mentioned is Gusmesa. May its greatness be listened to. There is the excellent mountain in the southern region named Deva. It shines with great splendor and is very wonderful to view. A certain Brahmin, Sudharma, who was the most excellent among the knowers of Brahman, and who was born of Bharadwaja family, lived near it. He loved his beloved wife, Sudeha, was interested in Shiva cult and sacred rites. She was skillful in all household activities, and she devoutly served her husband. The excellent Brahmin, Sudharma, worshipped the gods and guests. He was devotedly attached to the Vedic path and scrupulously maintained the sacrificial fires. Scrupulously maintained the sacrificial fires. He had the brilliance of the sun. He performed Sandhya prayers thrice a day. He taught disciples and was an expert in the Vedas and Sastras both. He was affluent and had also the qualities of gentlemanliness. He was a liberal donor, a devotee of Shiva, a favorite of his followers, and he engaged himself in the sacred rites of Shiva cult. A long period in his life thus passed when he continued his religious rites, but no son was born to him. His wife's menstrual periods were fruitless. She did not conceive. He did not grieve over this because he realized the reality of different things. He knew that the soul is the uplifter of the soul, and the soul is the sanctifier of the soul. Thinking thus, he did not feel aggrieved even mentally, but Sudeha was distressed for not having a son. Every day she implored her learned husband to strive for the acquisition of a son. He used to reproach her, saying, O gentle lady, there is no son, no mother, no father, no lover. Everyone is selfishly inclined in the world. There is no doubt about this. Know this particularly with a keen intellect. Do not be aggrieved. O gentle lady, misery shall be eschewed by you certainly. O one of auspicious rites, you shall not pester me like this every day. After enlightening her, he became interested in the worship of the Lord. He was perfectly contented. He did not feel the misery of joy of mutually contrary interest. Once Sudeha went to the neighbor's house for a friendly chat, but a quarrel arose there. She was reproached by the neighbor's wife, as natural to women. Sudeha was aggrieved with her harsh words. The neighborly woman said, O sonless woman, why are you arrogant? I have a son who will inherit my wealth, but there is none to inherit your property. Undoubtedly, the king will confiscate your estate, O barren woman, fee upon you, upon your wealth, upon your honor and prestige. Sutta said, thus reproached by her, she returned home depressed. She narrated to her husband all what her neighbor had said to her. The intelligent Brahmin was not grieved by hearing it. He said, let her say what she wishes, O beloved. What is destined to happen will happen. Thus pacified and consoled again and again by her husband, she did not stop worrying. She again pleaded. Sudeha said, you are my husband. Somehow you shall beget a son. O excellent among men, otherwise I shall cast off this body. Suta said, on hearing what she said, Sudharma, the excellent Brahmin, harassed by her importunities, mentally remembered Shiva. The alert Brahmin offered 2 flowers to the sacrificial fire. He thought in his mind that the right side flower would yield a son. Making this as a condition, the Brahmin told his wife, "You shall take one of these 2 flowers to decide about the acquisition of a son." She thought, "I will surely have a son. Let the insignia flower come to me." Then she bowed to Shiva and the sacrificial fire. After praying again, she picked up one of the flowers. The insignia flower was missed by her due to delusion caused by Shiva's desire. On seeing it, the husband sighed deeply. Remembering the lotus-like feet of Shiva, he spoke to his beloved. Sudharma said, "O beloved, how can what is ordained by the Lord be otherwise? Cast off your vain hopes. Render service to the Lord." After saying so and giving up hope himself, the Brahmin became engaged in sacrificial rites and meditation on Shiva. Yearning for a son, Sudeha did not leave off her pleadings. With palms joined in reverence and bending her head, she lovingly said to her husband, Sudeha said, "Let there be no son born of me. With my consent you shall take another wife. Undoubtedly, she will bear you a son." Suta said, requested thus by his beloved wife, that Brahmin, the most excellent of the devotees of Shiva and fond of sacred rites, spoke to her. Sudharma said, "Our miseries have gone off, O beloved. Do not put obstacles in our holy rites now." Suta said, although prevented thus, she brought her mother's younger daughter to her house and said to her husband, "Take her." Sudharma said, "Now you say that she must be my beloved wife. But should she give birth to a son, you will begin to be jealous of her." Suta said, "O Brahmins," when thus warned by her husband, Sudeha joined her palms in reverence and spoke to her. "O excellent Brahmin, I will not be jealous of my own sister. Please marry her and beget a son, I urge upon you." Thus implored by her, Sudharma married that lady, Gusma, with due ceremonies. After marrying her, he requested Sudeha, "O my pious beloved, this is your younger sister. You must bring her up." After saying this, Sudharma, the most excellent devotee of Shiva, pursued his sacred rites to the utmost, with his mind leaning towards virtue. Sudeha served her sister like a hired wench, eschewing all opposition, and lovingly nurtured her. The junior wife, with the consent of her sister, made 101 earthen idols every day. According to the sacred rules, Gusma rendered devotional service to these images and threw them in the neighboring lake. Thus she performed the wish-yielding worship of Shiva every day, leaving them off and invoking them again in accordance with the rules of devotional service. Performing the worship of Shiva thus regularly, she completed 100,000 images and their worship, which would yield the benefits of all desires. By the mercy of Shiva, a son was born to her. He was beautiful, fortunate, and endowed with all auspicious qualities. On seeing him, the Brahmin was much delighted. Being the most excellent of all who knew virtue and engrossed in the virtues of knowledge, he enjoyed the pleasure with due diligence, with due detachment. Then Sudeha grew fiercely jealous of her. Her heart, which was cool and quiet before, began to blaze like fire now. O great sages, may the deceptical event that followed, causing misery, be heard with attention. Footnotes 172. Devagiri Mod Daulatabad is placed in the Aurangabad district, the former Hyderabad state. here ends today's reading of the Shiva Puran. Hari Om Tat Sat.